All righty then. There she is. There she is. Hello, Rashda. Hello, 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 hello. What's happening, Rashda?
Hello,
What's
how
happening?
are you?
I'm all right. A little tired and sleepy, as you can probably see. Mellow,
Ah,
mellow. I actually slept a lot. Sometimes when I sleep a lot, then I feel tired afterwards. I don't quite understand how that works, but yeah, yeah. So,
okay, okay.
yeah. Strange but true. Strange but true. How about you? How are you? How are you?
Maybe, okay,
Well,
you can listen.
I was gonna say, yeah, chaos and havoc over there, but that's children's song. It's all good. All good. Hang on 1 second, Rashta. Let me just take you off the headset because you're breaking up a little bit. Sometimes there's technical fears. One moment. All right, let's try now. Yeah, yeah, you fine. All right, yeah. It just breaks up every now and then. So, what's happening with you, Rashta? What's happening with you?
Something terrible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. My husband bought AC at loan. Then he wasn't able to pay the loan, so he was upset. So the
He took the
only
loan
adult
now, or the old loan?
now.
What did he take the loan for?
He bought AC.
Oh, air conditioner. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. All right. And he can't pay the loan
So
now?
yeah, but he wasn't able to pay, so he was upset. I already suggested him to not take such decision, because in Pakistan things are very haphazard.
Yeah.
So I
But
told him that
he took the loan
something
anyway.
can happen, and yeah, he has to pay. He has to pay the loan. Then he said that such people become violent at very small things, very small issues. So he said that we have to go somewhere. So I bought dresses for the girls. And he said that you spend too much money because of you. I am in trouble. I mean, it was very lame blame.
Yeah, but that's again, if you read the keep going with the course on the PSP course, you'll see this is the way they do things. Everything is always somebody else's fault, never their own.
But there are so many people who support him. I mean, his family.
Yeah, you have to learn to be preemptive. To state your case before the time. If you wait until afterwards, you're always on the defensive, and that never works. So you have to say it ahead of time before he says something.
Yeah, I don't. No, I don't think so. I think nothing is working. So when the terrible part is when he got upset, he got get upset for weeks. So today was third day that he was upset, and we were home. So when he said, "I will hit you," I will, and he's continues abusing me and my family, and it's a tradition to abuse women here.
Yeah.
uh, women, your women and women of her family, everyone has to be abused when they are fighting or doing things such. So then he became so violent. He hit me so badly.
Wow.
And the bad part why I'm staying and is he's heart patient. So he always, if from these 6 years, he always told me that I will die because of you. So there is some fear inside me that he will, if he will die, he will die because of me. So I try to put up with him and such rubbish that he should stay well. But
Yeah.
when he beats, I know I can do some things in self defense. But why I don't do, because he's I mean, in such violent condition, and he's always trembling and coming out of mouth like a dog, fear dog, furious dog. I know that's bad example, but this is how he looks when he is furious. So I don't do anything because I know that he will, if I do something and things go wrong, maybe he would die.
Right. But you say you
Hello?
want him to stay. I'm listening. You say you want him to stay there and
Ah,
be a father to the kids. What kind of a father is he? I hear this from women all the time, but it makes no sense whatsoever. No father is much better than the example that he's setting.
yeah, but one of my daughter is so young. She's just two. Baby, no, no.
I know, but
Uh,
still,
she's
it's not a logic that actually holds
no,
much
no, no,
water.
no. I'm telling you that one of the girl is too young for all these things, so she doesn't understand. But two are
That's not really
twins.
true,
I have
Rashda.
told you
That's
they are
not really
5 years.
true.
So okay,
Kids
one
pick
of
up
them
stuff.
is
Babies pick up
at
stuff. They hear, feel. They always get influenced, no matter how young they are.
but she can't tell me that she wants her father. When I was away from him, one of my girls were okay. She said, "My father doesn't treat you well, so I don't want to go there." But the other twin was like always wanting his father and always crying for him, always calling him. So she is so much attached to him. Even now, she always remain with her father.
Yeah.
So she was
Well,
a problem for me.
yeah. I don't know. You can have visitation rights, and then he sees it only when he's in a good mood. There's other ways to deal with this. But he's not a good example for the father. And I would, when he's in a not a violent mood, say, look, seriously, if you
Uh,
hit me, what are you teaching your daughters? And how is
yeah.
that right in any way, shape, or form? The only reason you hit me is because you're bigger than me, not because you're right. What if I was bigger than you? What would happen then? Is size going to
But
determine rightness?
yeah,
Have that kind of a discussion, maybe. I don't know. But this situation, you're accepting something that's an unacceptable situation, really.
I'm not accepting. I have called my family and told. I have discussed with them because there is so much society pressure also. So we are discussing how we will uh, uh, deal with it. I have talked to my brothers that something has to be done about this. I can't put up with this because my BP got
Yeah.
shoot today. I was 160. My BP was 160.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's no good. It's
So,
no good. It's no good.
I was so, but a good thing about me is uh, when such things happen, I don't. I mean, I don't react as normal people do. I see through it as it's happening in a movie or I don't relate it to me. So it helps me to normalize my feeling. I know it's happening to me, but why I do this is because I don't want to be heart patient. I don't want to shoot my BP to shoot too much. So, but I have to stay calm even in this situation because I tell myself that I have to find some way out. I don't have to fall ill because of this, but to do something. So
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to divorce. Everybody's against the divorce, but you can separate.
yeah, but separation and divorce are same things here.
I understand, but sometimes it's just the language makes a difference for people. So it's just a simple childish thing, really, but it makes a difference. It's amazing. You get the result,
Yeah,
even though
I
it's not
know.
technically so. Now, or other than that, if he does the physical damage again, beats on you, then file a police report. Surely it's illegal.
It's legal. There's so much human rights for female in there, but the problem is society. Even my family is feeling pressure of his disease. That if we die, everyone will tag us as killers, me and my family. So my husband, used this against us. Okay, he drive everything with his disease. I'm heart patient, but I am beating her because I am heart patient.
Well, that's the problem. Patience is not the solution in a case like this. Because it doesn't actually help. It doesn't get better just by waiting, waiting, waiting. It just gets worse, not better. You know. Sorry, I'm sorry to give you the hard truth here, but the statistics just don't bear it out. That when guys are like this, they don't suddenly stop doing it. I've never heard of that really. So
He says, doctor says, I will die. Even to be sad, I will die. You will be happy. This and that. So obviously, I feel pressure that he is my husband, and I know he is serious, but his behavior is too ugly.
exactly. So either you do something, or you're getting all the warning signs. And I see this a lot, with women in situations that they have trouble. They ignore the warning sign, the red flags. I mean, how many warning signs are you going to ignore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I to get a surgery. He says, "What if I die?" I said, "We don't have to die when they have to." Okay, you have your own set time. God will, uh, uh, you know, uh,
Yeah.
we all have a lifespan, very pre lifespan by God. This person will live these years. This person will live 70 years. This will live 60 years. So we all have to die. But when you are getting surgery, at least if you are not going to die, you are going to be healthy. Yes, am
Say
I
that
right?
last part again.
I said that he's scared of dying during the surgery. But I am saying that everyone has to die when time will come.
Wow.
But if he's getting sick, maybe he healthy and live long.
Well, here's the point. Use his fear of dying then. Say, look, you're scared of dying. You thought of why you're scared of
Yeah.
dying? Well, because you do bad things. So what's going to happen to you afterwards? So either you change and
Getting better.
really change and live a better life, and then you won't have to be so scared of dying. But the way you're carrying on now, you should be scared of dying.
Yeah, but he
Right?
doesn't understand. It seems he says each and everything from the world. And that just what I am saying is logical.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the
Though,
problem.
so
I
I
don't think it
was
doesn't really help with him, unfortunately.
yeah, I have told my brothers that I will make some arrangement for my house in the other city because they live in the other city. That's why they can't support me much. So until I make some arrangements, I can't decide to leave. When I will make some arrangement, then I won't care about the society.
Oh, good for you. Okay. All right. Good, good,
Uh,
good.
when I went there, see, when I went there and I spent 4 months there, okay, and I felt so I faced so much difficulties in living there. Coming from another city to the other city for job and such use. Now my family wants that first you transfer your job in their city and get some home or some money. At least I should have some money in my hand so all things can settle down. Um, children will get admission to new schools.
Oh, one moment, one moment. Oh, you dropped off. All right. Rashi, I'm not hearing
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Oh, just say the last things that you said again. You dropped off. Yeah, yeah.
I was saying that I have to make some arrangement before taking any decision because last time it was very hard luck for me. It was very difficult to continue the job and get your children admitted in the schools and get new house for live there. So I was living in my brother's house. So you see, there are so many difficulties when you live in a joint family, and a woman who is facing such issues. So sister-in-laws are not much supportive mostly. You know,
Say the last part again. Sorry.
um, I was living in the joint family last time.
You're breaking up a little bit. Say again. What about your family?
Okay, wait for a minute. I will go outside. There
Okay.
much maybe there are good signals. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. It just breaks up every now and then, so you just have to repeat sometimes. That's all.
Okay. So I was telling you that I was living in the joint family system. I had lived with my brother. So my sister-in-law was not much supportive. So they don't want me to come again with the three children and they have to arrange so much things, you know.
Hmm. Hmm. So good. So you have a plan to do something. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a plan that at least in these 6 months, because after 6 months I will be able to get the loan from the bank. Until now, I am paying the previous loan that my husband have loan for that.
So you have to pay the loan from the bank?
Yeah, I have to do everything.
Yeah. No, the sooner you get rid of this guy, the better. Sorry, I know he's the father of your children, but still, I mean, it seems like he's just using you. You know, you just basically his slave.
Yeah, I am saved. Even I mean, he talks bad about me with every man or
Exactly.
woman, and in somehow he want to say that he is act what he is doing to me. In every situation, he has to.
Yeah, it's
Hello.
no good. It's no good. It's no good. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. The only thing you can do is, you know, make a plan and then act on the plan, right? Rashda?
Maybe.
Yeah, you're completely breaking up
Okay.
now. It's very hard to hear you. No, I can't hear you. You cut out and then
Okay, I'm saying hello.
yeah, I hear you now again.
Yeah, I'm saying uh, I will call you at the roof. There will be good signals.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, after 10 to 5 minutes.
You don't have to leave. You can just go there and you'll just stay on. Just go there. Don't worry. You don't have to leave and can rejoin. Just go. It's fine.
Uh, okay, there will be some noise from my children.
Yeah,
So,
that's okay. Just put
okay.
yourself on mute.
Okay. Okay. चलो पहले मैं आपको ज्यादा रात को बंद हो जाता है चलो चले ऊपर चले लेट्स गो कम आया अंदर आओ ऊपर चले चलो गो आजा आज मैं आपको मैक्रोनी देती हूँ आज have some macaroni to my kids.
That's all right. I'm
Then
here.
I will be. Okay, go. Hello.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. So tell me what was you saying?
I was just saying that, I mean, the reality is you have to make a plan to find a way to remove yourself from being with him, because it's not sustainable. It just gets worse and worse, not better and better. So you either
Yeah.
learn to, deal with it or not. That's it. So, it being there, it's not just about you, it's also about your kids, so you're not
Yeah.
helping them. And again, even when they're young, I know the kid asks for a father and all that, but at some point they also, that he can still see the kid, he's just not with him. Um, so the kids get over things. Many kids grow up. I grew up mostly without a father, and it was a good thing, not a bad thing.
Yeah. Hello.
So, from what you're saying, it sounds like you do have a plan, yes?
Yeah, I do have a plan, but the society says you have
Yeah,
to put
well,
up.
society's full of nonsense when it comes to this. You can't be listening to society. That's just sorry. You know, it's not realistic. They're not the ones that are having to deal with the physical violence. So, that's the big lesson from the universe, if you ask me, from God, that you need to learn to stand on your own feet and say, sorry, society, in this, you just flat out wrong. That's
Yeah.
it. That's a big lesson that everybody has to learn at some point, that we have to learn to stand on our own. If we don't have that independence of being, we are always victims. And you say, why do bad things happen to me? Well, one of them is because you listen to society stuff.
No.
You don't have independence of being, you see?
Yeah, I'm slave. You're right. I'm slave in
Right. So
everything.
you have to
He,
get out of that and
he
say, no longer
really-
will I be a slave. I refuse. Right. I mean, it has to at
yeah.
some point.
Yeah.
At some point, you have to stand on your own and say, sorry, nope, I'm not going to take it anymore. Nope, nope, nope. Right?
Fine. I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it has to be, Rashda. There's no other way around it. If you're living according to other people's ideas and beliefs, whose life are you living? Theirs or yours?
I'm just afraid that if he's a heart patient, he's very serious, and if he die, uh,
Yeah,
I
well,
see himself as a cruel one.
yeah. I mean, yeah, yes, the other thing, he's removed many of his uh, his considerations when it comes to just from being a human being. His behavior, he's no longer in the category where you treat him like everybody else. No, sorry, he's put himself out of that.
Yeah,
So, you don't have to treat him in the normal way.
you're absolutely right.
Yeah, change that. It's like a criminal. A criminal comes into my house. I'm sorry, I don't have to treat you with the same respect or kindness or niceness. You invading my territory. All bets are off. So it's the same thing here. He's crossed that line. So it doesn't apply to him, the normal things anymore. There's something to be aware of. I'm just saying, there's a different logic at work. Yeah.
Yeah,
We have to be real about this stuff. We have to be real.
that's what my close friend said. He is angry because I never get real about
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. I see this every day, pretty much. Or not every day, but, when all the people that I deal with, the most important, absolutely the most important criteria for change and growth and learning and awareness and moreness and evolution and spirituality and every other thing that you can possibly imagine that's important is the ability to face and deal with the awful truth. So
Mm.
you already face the awful truth that your husband is violent towards you, but there are other awful truths, like the awful truth of needing to separate, of needing to move, of needing to change, the awful truth of needing to go against family and society. Now you're going to see something. Most of this, especially when it goes against going society, it's more of an idea than it's a reality. Yes, certainly there are people who have this nonsense, but if you are firm and determined and you are clear and you are resolved and your conscience is clear, in other words, you behaving impeccably, you'll see how they change their opinions to match you. It's an
You
amazing
are
thing.
right.
It's an amazing thing. You know, it's not about the actual logic. It's sometimes people are weak. They go with what other people say. Well, you can be
Yeah,
that other person. Understand what I mean? You
yeah,
listening to what they say. What they're saying isn't right inherently. You are just listening to
I,
them because they have some kind of status or authority or credibility or whatever. But you can be that same person. In other words, you can change your whole circle and environment. And you say, what? I must stay and get beaten up? How does this make any sense? Come on, that's not right. How's it right for the kids? I can't do this. This is going against God, against everything. Sorry, no. You know. So now it's a matter of conscience. Oh, well, what are they going to say against that? They can't, you see. So I have to stick with my morality. It's not about this what society says. That's absolute nonsense. You know. Say, well, if you were in that situation, come on, think of it. It's not about me. It's about the kids also. And so, you change the dynamic, right?
I think
Very
it's more, more my fear than reality. I admit that.
exactly, exactly.
I am weak. I am not even imagining how would I
Yeah.
behave.
That's the thing. Sorry to interrupt you there. I want to say imagination is very powerful and it causes a lot of trouble. So the
Yeah.
key here is, to go beyond your imagination and to say, when it comes to these things, I've just got to do. I got to set my imagination aside and just do. Now, yeah, I'll give you another really great piece of help, information, advice. Do it
Yeah.
one step at a time, little by little. The reason that, especially in a situation like this, that I see people don't change, they don't get out, because they look at the big totality and that's overwhelming. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, so many. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Do one little step and another little step and another little step. Here's the thing that people don't factor into it: exponential change. Yeah.
Yeah, you are
So
right. That
you make
I have
linear. Right.
somewhat have realized it. So I told about myself that first I have to make some money for the house, and then I will transfer the job, and then I will
Exactly.
uh,
There you go.
tell him.
One step at a time. Right. Right. You literally do it one step at a time. Because here's the thing, right? That
Yeah,
we tend to think these things. We see the big thing. I've got to do this, and then I got to do that, and we forget compound and exponential changes, right? So you do
yeah,
one step, you do another step, but those two combined, they start to create changes. Like in biology or chemistry, you get catalytic changes, right? You put in a catalyst and it changes everything. Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Right. So be aware that even though it seems like you're taking one step, two steps, it's a long
Uh,
journey, that exponential and compound changes will occur. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm disrupting
Okay.
you, but
That's okay.
I will tell you one biggest doubt that is pushing me backwards, and that doubt is that my husband is ill. If he dies, and after that, if I die, where will my children go? This is my biggest question.
Right. Well, staying with him is a bigger chance of you dying than not staying with him. So
Uh,
Yeah. If
that's
you're afraid
hard.
of your children, then that's another reason to actually not stay there.
You're right.
So, I mean, if you're concerned with your kids, and it's not just for the physicalness of it, it's their psychology as well. This kind of stuff. It's terrible for kids in their development. Absolutely terrible. It's no good at all. Yeah,
Yeah.
it really does not help in the least. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening me. I was so
It's
much.
a pleasure, Rashda. It's a pleasure. I just wish I had something better to tell you. But, just to summarize before you go, just do one thing and then do the next thing and do the next thing. That's it. Just do. Don't worry about whether it makes sense or this or that. Just don't even think. Just do. Just do. Just do. And then you'll see how everything falls together. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always the biggest lesson. It's us learning to do for ourselves. That's the thing with victims. They never do for themselves.
Uh, you're right.
All right. All right. I do actually have to
What?
go. I got this coming in.
Yeah, my children are disturbing me so much. They want dinner now. We take dinner very early.
Yeah.
Let-
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Pleasure, Rashda. Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. Be well, Rashda. Be well. Be well. Be well.
Thank you. Same to you.
Bye bye, Rashda. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.